Hello, my name is Sean Betts. This is my week 8 assignment for SDI FTT 100. Today I'm going to be going over field stripping, cycle operation, cleaning, and display a schematic of my weapon that I'm using for this assignment. All right. So today I'm gonna be using my Glock 19X. First I wanna display that this weapon is clear. Let me take the magazine out. There's no ammo. Magazine. Show that the barrel, that the gun itself is clear. Visibly and physically checking. Making sure there's no ammo, anything to this weapon is clear. There's no ammo and anything in my workspace. So yeah, this is my Glock 19X, chambered in 9mm. The year that this particular model came into manufacturing was 2018. It's a striker fired, semi-automatic action. The trigger, Glock triggers are considered a hybrid of single and double action. It's not your traditional single action because the striker is only partially cocked when the slide goes to the rear. Pulling the trigger completes the cocking and release of the striker. So it's not a true double action either, because the trigger itself doesn't fully cock the striker from a resting position like in a traditional double action system. The feeding mechanism for this firearm is the detachable box magazine. So to go over the cycle of operations, I will show you that when the magazine is inserted, being as though I don't have any rounds, dummy rounds or live ammunition, I'm just going to display that the feeding will happen when the slide is pulled back. The round will be fed up the feeding ramp into the chamber. That's when the chambering will happen. As the slide comes back forward, this is locking. The next step would be actually firing, pulling the trigger. At that point, if it was a round in here, the gas from the bullet being propelled forward would send the slide back. So this would be your extracting. As the slide is coming back, the extractor that's mounted right there on the slide will pull the shell casing out of the chamber, and as it comes back, it would kick it out. So that would be ejecting, and at the same time, as the slide is back like this, now it's actually cocking. And then that would be, if I had another round in there, as the slide went back forward, it would start the whole feeding, chambering, and locking phase all over again. So now I'm gonna do a field strip, display how I would do that. Take the magazine out. With Glocks, you pull them back, pull the slide back a little bit, pull down on the slide locks, let the slide go forward. After you pull the trigger, pull the slide forward, it comes apart. So now I got my lower receiver, the frame, This would be the recoil spring and the guide rod. This is the actual barrel. And then you got the slide assembly. So the slide assembly itself, this houses the actual firing pin striker system within the slide. So you can see this right here is your actual firing pin striker rather for this Glock, and it's in the lock position right now. Alright, so like I said, I got the barrel, recoil spring and guide rod, actual slide, and the actual lower, the frame. The frame actually houses the fire control group. Like I said, this is your slide. These are your slide locks right here, which you use what actually keeps the slide locked onto the frame itself. This is your mag release, and this is your slide lock. And this right here is the actual fire control group itself. That's where your sear is, and this is the actual extractor that's built into the fire control group. All right, so now everything is field stripped. I'm gonna get into actually cleaning, displaying how I would clean this. So I'm gonna use some CLP cleaner, and I'm gonna use some of the hops gun oil to lube it up after I'm done cleaning. So with the CLP, take some here, back here, slide here, on the barrel itself, a couple drops. Recoil spring. Now use a nylon brush to scrub it. Alright. Now use a lint-free cloth. Wipe it down. And to clean the inside of the barrel, I'm actually going to use my Borsnate. Drop a few drops of oil on here. Pull it through. Visually look inside, make sure it's clean. Not sure if you can see through there. Look, now that's clean. I will use Wipe off the recoil spring and guide rod. Now that I got everything wiped down, now we'll put some gun oil on it, lubricate it a little bit, just a couple drops on the slide frame and in the fire control group on the slide, just a couple drops on the barrel, put a few drops, and on the recoil spring and guide rod. Alright, so now it's all lubed up, so now I can reassemble the slide, place the barrel in, recoil spring and guide rod, place that in, reattach the slide to the frame, to the lower receiver. Do a function test. Seems good to go. I'll wipe it down. Get the excess oil off. Now it has been field stripped, has been cleaned, lubed, reassembled. Now I'm gonna show you a schematic. This is the schematic. This is the owner's manual that came with this firearm. As you can see, it says Glock 17, but the Glock 17 and the Glock 19, they don't give you a schematics for a Glock 19 because the 17 and 19 have all these same internal parts. So, like I said, this is the manual that came with it. So this is what I have for the schematics. And then this completes my week 8 assignment. All right, thank you.